Hi everyone, I'm Lucy and this is Memory Keeper Journals. First of all, thank you for all of my subscribers and thank you for all of my new subscribers that I just recently got on my last video. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be doing the Junk Journal July prompt number 4, which has to do with labels. And because I've been working on my new collection of travel junk journals, I decided that I'm just going to do a very simple page and work on a collage. I looked into all of the scrap papers that I had on the side that I originally used on the page before where the tag is. And I'm going to be using the vellum pieces of paper that I had left over, some tissue paper in pink to match with that page. I'm going to also be using a vintage paper of, I believe is like a document, which I'm going to cut into pieces as well. And I'm also going to be using some book pages. And what I've learned to do in the past is just do 3 pieces at a time for each and every item that I will use. So for example, if I use the document, I cut about 3 pieces of the document and 3 pieces of the tissue paper and 3 of the vellum paper or the brown bag, and so on and so forth. Sometimes I use 2 at a time, but I like to make it even, or is the what is it called, the rule of 3 onto not decoupaging, I mean collaging. So I also needed to find what I was going to use for a focal point, and I decided to use some roses that I had already started fussy cutting, and so that's what I'm going to be using on this page. What I noticed after I was done was that I used 2 of the roses to use as a focal point on the page, and instead of using 1. I don't know if it looks right and I realized that after I was done, so that can't change, but I still like it anyways. It's okay. I did use all of the labels that I wanted to use behind the roses and things like that, and you'll see what I do throughout this video. My goal is to be able to do a video without having to do a voiceover, so I'm hoping that by the next video I can do it that way, and it will be a little bit faster and more in detail. I needed to figure out a way that I can do a video and pause it as I'm working, so that you guys can see my process the proper way and me explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. I haven't really done a lot of mixed media or painting or anything like that, but my plan is to be able to do it somewhat, and I am looking forward to the next one, which is lettering, because I know I'm going to be doing some calligraphy, and I want to show you some of the penmanship that I know how to do or how to use, especially my normal handwriting, so that you can see the penmanship. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing for the next one. So at least I think, but it might change my mind. I don't know. But as you can see here, I'm already putting brown pieces of paper. I already did 3. And now I'm doing the vellum, as you can see. And the other thing that I learned about the collaging is that you have to put like some kind of a triangle kind of deal. I know I learned with this with Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. I've heard Martina do it as well, Louisa Heinzel, I have, who else did I hear doing something like this that loves to do a lot of mixed media? I can't remember, but I do have a new person that I'm also following that does amazing mixed media, and I'm learning so much with her, and I can't wait to continue watching what she does because I really want to learn how to do more of this dressing and inks and things like that on my pages just to make it a little grungy, not too much. And Martina lately has been doing that too, and I'm not very good at that. I would just make a huge mess on my page, so I definitely need to learn how to do that. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna do what I know best, and I'm hoping that you guys like it. And so far, I like the collage that I have. It's really pretty, and love collaging most of the time. That's basically what I do, and I create master boards to make ephemera for my journals, and I do tags and journaling cards and things like that. And I cut them out from this, and that I actually learned from Martina at Teal and Tattered. And ever since I learned that from her, I've always done it. It's one of the things I kept as one of my own to do because I love it. I have so much fun with it. Here I just started to use some of the distress ink just to darken it a little bit to make it more vintage looking because the paper was a little too bright and I wanted to match with the one next to it. I recently have gotten some labels from, I think it's Tracy Fox from Love Junk Journals and Etsy, and I had gotten a few more labels because the ones that I had, they were from a while back, and I wanted the new ones that she had put in there. I think she had antiquity. I think it was 2 sets of them. I did vintage, like fancy labels. I got those, and then I got the random sciencey labels, which have some of them have like botany. I don't know how to say it, botany or something like that. That talks about like flowers and wildflowers and things like that. It has like definitions, and they're just so cute. So that's the first thing I thought about when I saw the word labels. That's who I thought about because she's got the cutest labels. I actually like to use the fancy label ones, and I use those in my new collection of journals, of the sunflower journals. I put it in the folder that I made for them, so they look really cute right in the front. I love those, and I print them in different sizes too. So I like to print them really small and medium and large, and I use them in every size, and I have them all in a little box. And here are the roses that I was talking to you about. I actually had done the fussy cutting before, but it still had a little pieces of white spots in it that I did not like to see. So I got in there with my tiny little scissors, and I started fussy cutting, and that took me quite a bit, but I'm a little bit meticulous about it. I need to be able to have those, and I just take off whatever I don't really need from the roses, and then I'll use the rest. And they came out so cute. Like, I'd like to put them all on there, and maybe I should have put them together, but you'll be the judge of it. I actually used the 2 of them instead of just using one in the middle. Because that was the intention at first, but then I didn't realize what I was doing. Like, I felt like I needed both of them on there. But I look at it, it looks okay, but I think it would have been better if I would just left one of them in the middle of the page. But what do you think? Would you have done both roses or put them together or just the one? I think it needed something else instead of using both of the roses. So I might have made a mistake on this page. I thought maybe I could have used like what do you call that? A doily? Paper doilies that I have. I could have used a piece of that, or something in the background like music paper, which is something different that is not on the collage, to be part of the background for the rose, and then add on top of that paper all of the labels right behind it, and then the rose. Even though the star or the main thing on this page should be labels, not the rose, but at least I used pretty much a whole bunch of labels in this one. I think there was about 6, I'm not sure. I think 5 or 6 of them. And then I wanted to do the black because for some reason I needed 3 black labels in like a triangle kind of way too, because it's supposed to stand out and it would actually match with the page next door, because I have on that tag a black and white picture from Ruby and Pearl, so I wanted to make sure it matched that. And then it had some blue on the background where the pocket was, so I added 1 blue label underneath the rose, and you'll see in a moment when I did it on the right, I put a blue label in there and it had some pink on it, and I just felt it was like the perfect spot for it. But we'll see. I think that when I see it myself, when I'm doing it, is different. But when I'm watching myself through the video, when I'm editing, that's when I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have just left this or taken that out. So you can see it so different on the video. It's crazy. But you guys be the judge of it. Just let me know. What do you think? Should I have just done 1 rose, or are the 2 roses okay onto this page? Well, this video is going to finish pretty soon, so I'm just going to put some music in the background, and I'll let you enjoy the rest of it. And don't forget to like and comment below. Let me know what you think, if I should have used the 2 roses or just the 1. And also don't forget to put the notification bell on so that you can see when I put my next video up, and subscribe, guys. And I would see you in the next one. Bye now.